The original plan was to go fishing for conger eels as a training run for the Conger Cup, which happens in August, but it didn't work out that way.
There are currently no gale warnings for Humber, Thames, Dover or White.
Good morning and welcome to Sea Fishing with CJ. And we are out sea fishing today. I had a couple of comments from people saying that catfish fishing and shooting foxes and rats and what have you, there isn't much sea fishing going on. Well, you know, I have to strike when the iron's hot, I have to make hay when the sun shines and all those other adages, and I can only get out to sea when there's a window in the weather. And there is exactly that today. It was blowing quite strong winds up until about 1 o'clock this morning, but it's forecast to drop right away during the day, and then I think it picks back up again tonight. So we are really squeezed in between two weather systems. Consequence of the wind last night is that there is a bit of a residual swell this morning. Nothing that's not handleable. There's no white caps or anything like that. It's just what's left over. But I mean, that means that throughout the day it is going to flatten away. At least I hope so. The sun is just trying to break through what is really a bank of fog, but it's a bank of fog that's not in contact with the ground. I don't know if you can see this, but it's cutting the tops off the Seven Sisters. Again, through wet glass, you might see it, you might not. Let's have a look behind. Yeah, you can see it behind there. The cloud is literally, I don't know, 50 feet above us. It is cutting the tops off the hills, or cutting the tops of the cliffs. I have to say that I woke up this morning, looked out the window, and I thought, oh great, it's nice and clear. And then I was driving here, I saw that on top of the hills, and I thought, oh no. But it's not on the surface. It's above, which is good. Hopefully it's not going to touch down. I think that as the day warms up, that should lift that and burn it off. That's what I'm hoping anyway. As you can see, the boat is punching through a bit of water at the moment. Got the windscreen wipers on because I've got the odd wave is bashing over the nose of the boat, giving the deck a good wash down. I'm with Bertie. Bertie's here with me. He was in his bed. He's got out of his bed. I don't know if he's not happy about the boat bouncing around or what. We've got about 14 minutes to run, and then we're going to reach the destination. The idea of today is that we are going to drop the anchor and we're going to have another go for a conger, and we're going to have a go for that tote that I lost the other day. I'm fishing on my own, so it's going to be challenging landing them, but it's not unachievable. So that's what we're doing today. Here we are out on the sea, and the fact that you're watching this film, I say this a lot now, don't I? The fact you're watching this film means that we actually have hit it off. I'll put the camera back on when we get there. Okay, we've arrived. Need to get the anchor sorted out. I'll show how I do that, because I'm going to put a chum sack down on the anchor, and once I've got the drift sorted out, I'm pretty sure I know where I'm going to drop the anchor, because I marked it last time we were here. We'll get that down and get feeding the wreck. Hopefully be straight into the fish. That's the plan. So let's go and get that sorted out. I'm admitted defeat. I don't know if I need to get a bigger anchor or a different type of anchor or what. Never had these sort of problems before, but just lately I'm having problems with the anchor dragging. Maybe this boat needs a heavier anchor, maybe a 10 kilo rather than 7.5. Who knows? But the fact is, I've given up trying to anchor. That last time I had over, well, 260 feet plus of warp out. I should have held, and it didn't. It was dragging straight away. So I mean, it's a fairly big tide. It's not a monster neat, but it's a fairly big tide. Sorry, monster spring. It's a fairly big tide, so maybe that's it. Wind and tide are going in the same direction. There's a lot of drag with the boat. We're going to go to plan B. Go and drift these bad boys. So get myself tackled up to drift this wreck, and then we'll work our way back down to my stock wreck and fish the flood, and then probably at high water knock it on the head and come back in. That's the plan anyway. So let's get that, put that into action. A few times. Didn't catch anything. Actually. The tide's slackened off a bit now. It's not quite so bad. The wind's dropped away a bit. The swell's gone down a bit. So I thought I'd have one more go anchoring this wreck. So I've just dropped the anchor on the wreck. Got one rod down for conger eel with a whole mackerel on it. It's kind of half a flapper because I cut it a bit too deep when I was cutting it. And the other rod, I've got a crab on it. I'm not sure if I've not got a fish on that right end rod. Or maybe an inquiry. I'm going to slack it, a little bit slack out. Slippery floor. We are well anchored for the wreck. The anchor did slip a little bit, but it seems to be holding, which is good. I don't know how long I'm going to get, maybe get an hour and then it'll go too slack, but we'll give it a go. Do what we came out here to do. If we can't, see if we can't catch something that will justify a bit of a dance. It's fishing. I need to have a cup of tea, I think, settle down. So I might just put the kettle on. I don't know, is that rod getting an inquiry or not? I've got loads and loads of crabs. I took my grandson on the back of the boat yesterday, just in the harbour, just in my mooring, just with a little rod. Bought him a little rod in Simpson Marine, put a bit of fish on it, and he caught a dozen crabs, or in fact he caught 11. He lost quite a few, dropped off, but it was fun, he was enjoying it. So I've kept them for bait, and then I put a crab pot down, and I pulled that in this morning, and there must have been a stone of crabs in it. It was hard to lift out with so many in there. So I've picked out a few smaller ones. I don't want to bring too many out. So I picked out a few smaller ones, and I've got one down on that rod. Let's see if I can't get a wrasse or a smooth hand. Smooth hands will take them. Right, I definitely got a bite on that middle rod. Just the odd tug. So it could be a big eel, just coming along and giving it little tuggy tugs, or it could be pouting or anything ragging at the bait. Didn't look like a pouting bite because they were like little, quite decisive little tugs. Hopefully you get a brew on, get sticky cake in my hand, and it's guaranteed it will take off. I'll bring that middle rod up in a bit once I've had my brew, and see if something's robbed the bait, because there's definitely some tugging on it before and it's not doing anything now. Right, I put the camera back on when things happen, once I've had my brew and a piece of cake. Bit of cake, it would all take off. This rod's going mad. Well, it was. Had a good bite on there, just him. As soon as I've had my cake and we finished my cup of tea, we'll wind both those rods in and check the baits, because they both had good bites on them. And there are the men with the grey coats down there who do rob baits. So we'd like to catch one, but I wasn't seeing anything, but it's definitely got a fish on. Oh. Bertie, stop it. Ooh, I think it might be an eel actually. Bertie, shush. I think I'm going to get a sing-song from the dog in a minute. I might have to edit this out because I think the dog's going to go loopy when he sees this fish. Got a bit of May rock coming up the line actually. Oh wait, stop it. Just goes to show, sticky cake and a cup of tea every time. What we got? We have an eel. Not too small, not too shabby. Well, I don't know how much longer we're going to be able to sit here and fish with 3 rods. The boat is just starting to swing around a bit on the tide. Still fishing out towards the back of the boat, which is where we want to be. But when the boat starts to swing sideways, we will end up with all sorts of tangles going on, and I don't want that to happen. So we'll keep an eye on that. At least we've had the 1 eel. So, can we hear some music? Let's go do a little hand jive. Yes, I can. Can't be bothered to get up and dance. I'm knackered. Right. Well, I was having a little snooze up when this rod's going. So, let's have a look, shall we? Ooh. Something on here, isn't there? Something tugging on there. Doesn't feel like an eel. Bertie. What we got here? We've got my own line, my other line, and I've got a very small strap. That is definitely a strap. Well, the tide has changed, turned, and we're now fishing away from the wreck, to be honest, on the ebb. But I thought I'd stick it out for a bit longer, just to see if something turns up on the ebb. I've had quite a solid bite on this, but it's not fighting. It's a ray. It's a dogfish fighting outside its weight class. Got some colour coming up. It's a ray. It's a lovely ray. hooked in the wing. Nice thornback. Very thorny thornback. Bertie. No. Unexpected, but very welcome. Male. You can tell it's a male because it's got these claspers here. See these it's claspers. So it's a male. Let's get him back so he can get his big girlfriend. And it's gone. Boom. I don't know if it's still there or not. My scratching rod. There is a crab on the bottom, so it'd be nice to pick up a wrasse or something. Whatever it is, he's not putting up a fight. Oh, doesn't like the sight of the boat. Woke up near the boat. It's gone quite heavy. What we got? We got a mackerel. I think I picked that up on the way up, to be honest, but it is a bit of fresh bait. Mackerel on the mackerel. So I had a bite, and obviously what it was came off, and then on the way up, that mackerel's picked it up on the way up. So weird. Oh yeah, well, it might have been, of course, I could have got the mackerel on the bait. Probably kited up quite a long way. Get down! The dog's got a death wish. You can't see this on the camera, but the dog has got his nose in the bucket with the crabs in it. And then every time the crabs try to nip his nose, he jumps back. Reminds me of the Daily Mirror's eyeballs in the sky. Get down! I'm just going to put a fresh mackerel bait on, and there was something tugging. I thought, well, I didn't see a bite, and I have got the smallest of straps on a 10-0 hook. That's taken. Well, I don't know if it's still there or not. That's what I didn't see. It's quite a big bait one here, isn't it? Ooh, something there. Something there still. Bertie. Right, I'll play some music, drown out the dog. He's as excited as I am when I catch a fish. Oh, it's a fish. It is not. I think it's a big bullace. I think it's a bullace. It is as well. Beauty. Beauty, beauty, beauty. Beauty, beauty, beauty. We do like them. Oh. Right, let's put him back. And he has gone. I think we might have another dance for that. Cut. Cool. And the tide's whistling through too fast for this really, so it's not going to go down very deep. And I mean, the mackerel straight away, right on the surface. So, jolly good. Get a few more of them. Right on the surface they were. Try again. Yeah, right on the surface. Woo! Look at that little Joey. Whoa. What a lovely live bait that would be. Stop it! On the drop they were. Woo. I think that's enough, don't you? That is enough. Let's put a fresh bait on that one. Oh, I have a fish on here actually. Certainly heavy. Bertie! Look at the size of this spider crab. Look at the size of that. No wonder they call them Cornish king crabs now. Size of that boy. I might take you home and cook you, you know. There's enough meat in your legs and what have you. Yeah, I think you might be coming home for dinner. Put you in with the little crabs. They will be in awe. Huge! Huge! Well, proves I was fishing on the bottom anyway. Let's get this back down. Right, we've got a bit of an inquiry on this rod here. An inquiry on this rod here. Ooh. 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 Strange, 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 strange. Oh, still there. I'm hoping it's a gentleman, one of the gentlemen in their grey jackets. Doesn't feel like an eel, I don't think. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Definitely shaking its head. Got some colour and it's swimming around. I think it's a taupe. A monster. Not a monster, but it's welcome nonetheless. Yeah, it's taupe. Yeah. Alright. Let's see if we can get him on board. Get him on the boat. Get you in the boat, mate, and you might get a dance. There he is. Oh. Ah. I think that counts. I think that counts. Catch and release and all that. Woo. I think that counts. Trying to charge this camera up, and that rod's going now. Bream, you get another dance. still going, but I think it might be a mackerel. Mackerel seem to be liking to eat mackerel at the moment. Oop, got some colour. What is it? It's a bream. Would you believe it is a bream? Nice bream as well. So, look, nice bream. Right, so I'm gonna lift these 2 rods up now, and I'm gonna go in and drift a couple of wrecks. See if I can't get 2 more species to knock it up to, how many we had? We had conger eels, we've had a thornback ray, we've had a bullhuss, we've had a taupe, we've had a bream, and we've had mackerel. So that's six species we've got. Let's go and make it an 8 species trip if we can. That's what we're going to try and do. Let's see if we manage it. Another species on the boat. Now, ordinarily, not that pleased to see these, but as it's another species, that's great. Let's come off. Had a fish on then. Like a pollock. Take down again quick. Still over the wreck. I'll just off it actually. How many fish? How many fish do you lose because you're messing around with a camera? To be honest, I wouldn't even mind a pouting. That would knock up my species today, wouldn't it? If I get a pouting, a pollock and a bass, that's 10. Once we've finished, once we're up, we go around again. Fish on the lazy lure. I think no. Species number 8, is it? Yeah, species 8. Nice little pollock. From what I'm hearing, Ben was only getting little ones as well. So let's give him a kiss, put him back. Oh, yeah. And he's gone. Right, slight change of plan. I've got my pollock. So I'm going to go and head back in and hit a wreck that is where everyone goes for bass, and keep an eye open for the gulls on the way back in, see if we can get one off the top. Would be rather good. Yeah, should I tackle up a casting rod or not? I suppose I ought to really, wouldn't I? Yeah, I'm going to cast up a lure rod just so I can, if I see any gulls working, and see if we can't get a bass off the top. I was heading to a wreck because I thought maybe we'd get the bass on it, and then as I was coming in I thought I saw some gulls working, so I changed my plans and headed to where I thought I'd seen the gulls, but when I got there they weren't there anymore, they'd gone. So we didn't get our bass. I'm back in my berth now. I am totally exhausted. Thanks very much for joining me. I think it was a cracking day out at sea. It started off badly, but it just got incredibly good. Yeah, catch you on the next one.
Why don't you leave it all to me? I know how hard it all can be. I'm here to hold
If you've enjoyed this video, please click the like button. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel. It really helps. It's free to do so. And if you want to watch more of my videos, just ring the notification bell and you'll be notified every time there's a new video out.